Hey everybody, does this remind you of Devo? Kind of reminds me of Devo. Okay, so I wanted to give you a big update on December. I haven't posted or shared anything in a long time, and I kind of wanted to tell you what's up because yeah, you guys deserve to know. So big news today! I just released a song that I produced with singer-songwriter Katie Crone. We did a cover of Joni Mitchell's "River" about a week ago or so. An Australian radio program reached out to her and was like, "Hey, can you submit a song for our Christmas show?" And she's like, "Of course." And Katie and I have been talking about doing a song together for a while, including River. And so we basically, in 3 or 4 days, put the song together, did all kinds of strings, and I even made like videos attempting to show the process, and then the time crunch just came all together. Basically, like for this whole month, I had one project after another that kept pushing the others out of the way. I was going to do a Brazilian song by Jobim called A Felicidade, and then that got pushed out of the way with other recording sessions, and then a different project got pushed out of the way by this project, and then I had other remote sessions with composers in Budapest that pushed everything out of the way. So I basically have like a few incomplete projects that I wasn't able to share any of them. But at the very least, you should know what is being finished. So I included a link to the song River in the comments. All the proceeds from Bandcamp are going to the Loveland Foundation, and they could use all the help that we have to give. Now it looks like next year I'm going to have a lot more external projects coming in, and this is going to change basically the structure of with how I interact with Patreon. So far this year, well, for a lot of the year, I was able to stick to like a project a week or every week and a half or 2 weeks, and then things started coming in, which was like the that was the ultimate goal, to like work on personal projects, develop a skill, and ideally have outside projects start to come in. And with those, I can use these skills I've been developing. And lo and behold, some stuff is starting to come in. Yet this means that my Patreon projects, like they did this week or this month, get pushed out of the way by those. So, in anticipation of 2021, I want to basically let you all know that this might become, with all hope, this might become a more regular occurrence. And I want to give you a heads up. So if you want to change your subscription amount, or this changes, you know, how you feel about my Patreon, now's the time to consider that. I still love creating for all of you, and it's basically my biggest outlet for my personal projects. Just stuff that I do for myself. So yeah, that's the main thing. I guess the takeaway is that this project was a huge success. From the very beginning, I wasn't sure what it would mean, how it would work out, if it would be even effective. And at this point, I guess 9 months later, the biggest thing was that, like, okay, people do actually care. There is a circle of people that will listen to my stuff. In social media, on Instagram and Facebook, it can get really noisy out there. And I was like, no, I want a safe space, a safe crew to connect with and communicate with. And it was incredible, and it really helped me stay accountable. And upbeat. Every week was a roller coaster for sure. It seemed like every week there was a point where I got overwhelmed, and then I would sort of manage my expectations and then just figure out a different way to finish it all within the week or by a certain time frame. Every week there was also a point at which I realized, okay, if it doesn't come in by Friday, it's okay. If I have to submit this Monday, it's okay. If it's by Wednesday, it's okay. I'm still putting in the time and creating, and I just got to trust that everybody's going to like what I put out. And if they're not patient enough and they have to leave, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. But it certainly was a good practice about scheduling and maintaining a creative flow through every week. So yeah, I feel like there's a lot more to break down here. And that said, there are still a few projects, no matter what, that I'm really, really want to do. My mom had the idea of a project that is scoring a scene from Charlie Chaplin, Modern Times, and I love that idea. Like, that sounds like an amazing project, so I'll be sure, perhaps in January, to do that one. I want to finish the Jobim song, A Felicidade. That one is actually for my friend Jessie Kendallbar, who does all the underwater art, for her to sing over. She was like, hey, I'm trying to learn the song. I want some music to sing over. Can you make me a track? I was like, Absolutely. I don't play Brazilian music whatsoever, but this is the chance to at least dabble a little bit and learn some of the chords. And I actually learned all the chords and all that, and then other projects landed in my lap and I had to shove it away. So I hope I still remember some of the chords. They're really fancy jazz chords. Besides that, there's a song, I'll keep it a secret for now. Well, I'll let you know that's an Emmylou Harris song that I really want to cover with Ari, that she's really interested in. Probably a voice and cello. I also want to create a somewhat improvised, somewhat written violin piece, a violin solo piece. Everything I've done so far is usually like lush orchestrations, but I want to create something that's just pure solo violin, you know, just honest, upfront. I think it's about time we do something like that. Okay, so with all that said, I really want to thank each and every one of you for signing up on here in the first place, even like clicking the link and registering, making any sort of donation whatsoever, watching the videos, just like keeping tabs. It really means a lot to have a community to create for and create with. And also, I really appreciate all of your concept ideas. There are still a few that are in the woodworks, and I hope that I have the time to work on them. I still think about them because I know that there's a few concepts that people submitted that I didn't get to, and they're still in my head, and I think they are absolutely worth executing for sure. Thank you so much, each and every one of you, and enjoy the River cover. A few notes on River. You know, the original recording by Joni Mitchell is just her and her piano, and it's just so intimate and so vulnerable, I guess, raw, if you will. And so covering it's a really difficult song to cover and do it justice. So it took a while. I added pizzicato strings. It starts off with like a Jingle Bells melody. So I did pizzicato strings, mandolin, some guitar, and then throughout the song I added, some lush strings and also some textures. And then I also got to produce Katie's voice. She brought this incredible emotional expression to the lyrics, and going through all the different takes was really an eye-opening experience for me. Here's a picture of all the different vocal takes that we chopped through. And in some cases it was like just word by word from different takes because the expression was just so dynamic. It was really cool crafting vocals like that. I've worked with Ari with her vocals, and I've gotten used to that, and this was just a whole different vocalist. So that was a really cool experience, and it was really neat to have somebody to bounce off of in that way. All right, with that said, enjoy River, and I hope to catch you all soon. I hope you have a great New Year's. I hope you can find some cheer in, obviously a very surreal situation with the pandemic still, but, I hope it's still a warm and wonderful season for you. Catch you soon. Bye.
It's coming on Christmas. They're cutting down trees. Putting up reindeer, singing songs of joy and peace. I wish I had a river I could skate away on, but it don't snow here, stays pretty green. I'm gonna make a lot of money, then I'm gonna quit this crazy scene. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river so long I would teach my feet to fly. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I made my baby cry. He tried hard to help me, he put me at ease, and he loved me so, not he made me weak in the knees. So I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I'm so hard to handle, you know I'm selfish and I'm sad. Now I've gone and lost the best baby that I ever had. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. Oh, I wish I had a river so long I would teach my feet to fly. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I made my baby say goodbye. It's coming on Christmas, they're cutting down trees, they're putting up reindeer and singing songs of joy and peace. I wish I had a river I could skate away on.